Okay. Yeah, you also mentioned that you're doing poetry as well.
Oh, of course I'm a poetry. I found I didn't realize I was a poetry till maybe around 2000
Mm-hmm.
and the first time I started doing my oil painting, I got over I got over 400 oil paints in this house, and as you know, you have to walk sideways to come in here, and then a couple years later, I found out I was a poet, and poetry just started coming to me, and it come to me almost every day, 2 or 3 times a day. And this is a piece of poetry that I wrote. It was on Good Friday. The title of this poem came to me from the spirit of Good Friday, from the Creator, April the 6th, 2012. I wish I had been Methuselah, the father of Noah. I wish I had been Noah that God gave to design the measurement to build the ark and save the righteous people of this world. I wish I had been Samson, the strongest man in the world. I wish I had been Hercules, the most unique fighter in the whole wide world. I wish I had been Enos to travel around with God, to go to heaven with whole body and soul. I wish I had been Moses, that God gave the commandment to from the Israelite people. I wish I had been John the Baptist, the cousin of Jesus. I wish I had been Jesus, who had already been to heaven and came down to earth to save all mankind. I wish I had been Abraham, the father of all different nations. I wish I had been Muhammad, to ascend up into heaven, body and soul. I wish I had never been Adam, who called mankind to sin. After observing Adam, now I wish to be myself. Okay, this next one I want to say, just drop me off in Harlem. I don't care nothing about Chicago. I don't care nothing about Detroit. I don't care nothing about Milwaukee. I don't care nothing about Cleveland. All I want to be is in Harlem. I don't want to be in Philadelphia. I don't want to be in Pittsburgh. I don't want to be in Petersburg. And for God's sake, don't come up with that Atlanta garbage. I am the original from there, and definitely I don't want to go back. Just let me stay in Harlem. Don't tell me about Beverly Hills. Don't tell me about Miami. And just let me stay in Harlem. Don't come up with that I'm from Africa. Africa might be my home, but Harlem is my tail. Just let me stay in Harlem. Harlem, Harlem, Harlem. I love Harlem. Thank God for bringing me to Harlem.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, that's some of my poetry, and I was sure.
Okay. All right. This is
Okay, this is a painting I did with my regalia on of myself. And a lot of people ask me, how could I do myself? I tell them I've been living with myself all my life, so I should know how I look. Okay, and this is another.
No, just hold on, because I have to change. I have to change it. Okay, and
this is another painting I did of myself. And if you notice, I got the star and the crosser over me.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, let me.
And I'm the type of person, I believe in all religion. I believe in Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity. I'm not prejudiced against no religion because I know it's only one Most High.
Right.
So this is one of my other portraits I did. This is another portrait of my mother.
Okay.
This is another portrait I did of my mother. And with her regalia on. If you notice, we favor.
Okay.
I was born for good luck. Most people say I favor with my mother, and I think so too. Sometimes I look in the mirror, and I look just like her. Okay, and this is a. You'll be able to hear this?
Yeah, we hear it as well.
Oh.
Yes, I'll go.
You won't see me, but you'll still hear my voice on these.
You'll hear your voice.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
This is a picture of my mother that you just saw. This is my grandmother. This is the one that raised me up and told me that we was Native American. When I was 5 years old, she embedded in my head and told me her grandfather had 2 long braids. And This is the one first told me I was Native.
Mm.
And I never knew what kind of Native mama was, but one night she came to me in a dream, and she told me to go tell everybody she was a Sioux. And I started looking at the Sioux features, and she got the same feature to me as a Sioux. So I went and told my mother, I said, Mama's told me, she said, what Mama tell? I said, she told me a dream. She said, oh, that was just a dream. I said, well, I'm going to go by the dream then, because we never know what that. So right now, I just say, I got down there she was a Sioux, because that's what she told me in a dream. And dreams can be very true. So I'm going by the dream.
Yeah.
This is a...
Okay, hold it. Okay.
You ready? This is a painting I did of all 44 presidents. And this is a painting, if you can see, I haven't completed yet, but I will in the future. I'm the type of person I'll be jumping from one painting to another. So I had a little girl that come in. The funny thing, she named me left one of the presidents. I did the painting, and only somebody I knew is George Washington and Barack Obama. And that's cute. And I did the paint. Also, I got another paint to show you that I did.
Okay. Go ahead.
You ready?
I'm ready.
This is a paint I did. Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King, Frederick Douglass, Nelson Mandela, Marcus Garvey, George Washington Carver, Harriet Tubman, and Sojourner Truth. I did this painting in the year 2000, and this painting was in it was an exhibit. This is about the only painting I ever had in the exhibit. Out of all the paint that I got about 400 paintings, and this is the one I had in the exhibit. By the way, this paint is for sale for about 20 grand.
Where was it exhibited?
It was exhibited on 125th Street at the Art Gallery on 125th Street. If you notice, I still got the exhibit paper on there, and I never took it off. I'm taking it off now.
Yeah.
You know, it's called H&M. A Harlem Art Store.
Right.
H&M Harlem Art Store. So this is the first time I ever took this stick off. Matter of fact, I better put it back on there.
Right, probably.
But this is an art painting I did in the year 2000. And this painting here was going for 20 grand. You know, so if anybody interested, you know, you can get in touch. You know, very important painting. You know, but done in the year 2000. You know, the older the painting is, the more value it is. Now, wait a minute, I got another to show you. This is a painting I did here, and about 20 years ago. It's a nice Native American. It's an art painting, and nobody never seen this painting. It's the first time it ever been shown. You know, a very interesting old Native American man just came to my head, and I just did it from my head. Very interesting painting. You know. All right, let me show you this here. All right.
Okay. Good.
This is another painting I did in 2003. You got 4 Apache men, and I guess y'all can figure out which one would be Geronimo. You know, I'll let y'all decide, but if you want to decide, you can decide. If you don't, you won't. It's just something come out of my head, or a rough painting of the Apache people, Geronimo. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Right. Okay.
Okay, this is a painting I did for my head during the time September 11, the World Trade Center. And if you look, I got the big eagle and where the building is going down. And notice I got a Native America on the flag, and I got all these different states, the stars, and I got a buffalo at the bottom, and I got Indians at the bottom marching. So this is a painting. It was done, I did it the same day as September 11. I did the painting, and it's just something just come out of my head, you know. And I like to paint, and if anybody want to purchase this, they can.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very interesting painting, and I think it's 8 feet. It's 8 feet by 4 feet. It's 8 feet by 4 feet. It was done on a piece of white birch plywood. 8 feet by 4 feet. So it's a very interesting piece.
Yeah. It is.
If anybody could be interested in this here, it's up for sale. Okay? And I got one more piece I want to do, not a paint, but something I want to show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's one. Just leave it on for a few
Which
minutes.
one you can?
Oh, just leave it on for a few minutes so people can get a good look at it, and then we'll move the camera over there from that angle. Is there a plug in there?
Yes,
that I
a
can
plug
use?
right here.
Yeah. Okay. Let move the camera. Okay.
Yeah, then you can get Obama and Michelle.
Yeah. Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is a sculpture I did of Obama and Michelle. Believe it or not, I did both of them at the same time within 2 weeks. They are made out of, they got bronze covered, and I took and I molded them with the clay and stuff and came up with this idea. With him taking, if you notice, he got his hand raised and she holding the Bible, and he taking the oath during the time he was voted in for president.
Right.
You know, these two pieces weigh about, I say about 800 pounds a piece.
Oh.
And this right here is Michael Jackson. I did Michael Jackson. I did a sculpture of Michael Jackson here. And I did Obama and Michelle first. And also I did the 2 kids too. But they in the winter, so I didn't bring them out. But I did all 4 of them with like in a month,
Yeah.
on a month's time.
Wow.
I'm a very fast artist. I was born, God gave me the gift to do this here, so I do it. You know, so this is the Jackson. Also, I did Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
you know. I got Bruce Lee in the other room in the window with his walker chalk, and I feel proud of my work. This is what I like doing. I do what I like. And this is my collection. Okay?
Okay. Okay, there you go.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This book is was done called The Keeper of the Fire, and this is a picture of the Keeper of the Fire. And this book was about 200 of them was published and printed. And if you see me and him, we had the Shinnecock powwow. Could you see it? With the Shinnecock powwow on this here. This is a grand entrance we were walking into. Me and him was walking together. And also, this is me right here.
I'll just hold it.
Could you see it plain?
No, no, wait a minute. Not yet, wait a minute, let me get it. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, hold it for a minute. Just hold it so I can see it. Yeah. Oh, I can stand up.
This,
Okay, now
this
just
is
hold
me.
it for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to read that over again, a minute.
Okay.
All right, and, okay. Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have something to read a little about myself. Born Robert Cornelia Bank in Atlanta, Georgia, 12/16/1940. I have first got a glimpse of my heritage from the mouth of my grandmother, Alberta. I was then 5, now 64. I have been determined to further develop and knowledge of my history. During my youth adult life, grandmother came to me in a dream and told me she was a Sioux. I began interested, and today I am eagle-eyed. I found out my father's side was Cherokee, and research found from the Cherokee root, Sarah Hudson, my great-grandmother, was both from Georgia to Oklahoma area. During the Trail of the Teal, one would find her on the 1883 Heston Road. My moving to Lonely Island helped me meet the late Chief Mayo, a Cherokee and faithful mentor, who taught me sculpturing, jewelry making, painting, and carving was two skills I already possessed. But honor during this time, my history helped my self-awareness and evidence I found peace from my past, knowing that there was something there. I have 6 sisters, 1 brother, and 2 sons. None have made oath to the tradition as I have, but hope soon that they will unite. Then I realize I will have to carry on the tradition. Thanks to the Great Spirit, my heritage has been passed down to me that was once cut off from my bloodline. Thanks to the Creator, Sarah, Nancy Hudson, Grandma Alberta, and my father. All have blessed me and aid my want for a complete history and self.
Good, okay.
Was that all right?
Perfect. Yeah. It's done. It's a collection of essays written by academics. It's compiled by a political scientist who is still at City University, New York. And first of all, how long have you been in New York?
I came to New York when I was about 50 years.
50 years?
Yeah, I've been in 50 years.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And
71 years old now.
71, okay.
71.
We're close in age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you've been working as a carpenter?
Oh yeah, I started off working as a laborer,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in Local 17 on Houston, downtown, and I went to school and I became a journeyman. I became a full-blooded carpenter.
Ah, okay.
You know?
And all this time you were painting, or was that
No, I wouldn't develop my skin as a painter. Then I was always an artist, but I never knew that I was going to be a painter. But what happened, I moved out to Long Island, and I met some of the Shinnecock, and I met some of a Cherokee by the name of Chief Mayo that left me paper that I could take his place after he went on the other side or passed away. And in 2012, I started painting.
2020?
Yeah, 2012, that's the first time I ever painted. I could always draw and sketch, but I never can paint. And in 2012, and then after I started painting, the first one I painted an old man, and he can, if you like for me to get up and show it to you and bring it to you, I wouldn't tend to have it here, you know.
Okay.
But I got it over there, I can show it to you.
All right, well, we'll do that.
The first one I ever painted,
Well, don't stop now.
Oh, okay.
Just talk
Okay,
about
I'll show it to you. Okay. And my sculpturing, I already had my blood. I started off with a guy by the name of Bama from Birmingham, Alabama. And I started carving white bird out of chisel. And he told me, he said, once you start carving, sculpturing will be more easier. You know, because you make a mistake sculpturing, you can always take the clay and straighten it up. But carving, you got your knife and you're chipping, and once you chip off the nose, it's gone.
Yeah.
You got to just throw that piece in the wood pile somewhere.
Yeah.
So I always kept it in mind. So he passed away too on the other side. And I started sculpturing. You know, I went to the school downtown.
Was that the one at 57th Street?
That's the one, which one?
The school there?
the school. Wait just a minute. Let me get the. I went to this school.
Archduke Freeze,
right?
Yeah, I know
And,
a few people.
Yeah, and I started. That's the first time I would go up to Columbia University, and the teacher represent my skill of drawing and some of my sculptures she had saw in some of my poet, and she introduced me to the school down to on 57th Street.
Okay.
You know, and
And how long did you?
well, the first piece I sculpted Reverend Bush at Abyssinia Baptist Church.
Oh yeah.
I sculpted him, and then after sculpting him, I sculpted Reverend Knight. Hold about after I sculpted Reverend Knight, I sculpted the President Barack Obama, Michelle, and the two kids. And after I did the sculpture of them, and remind me, I sculpted all four of them within 2 weeks. I'm very fast. I'm a God gifted person. Not bragging, but I got my gift from the most spirit. Then after I sculpted him, I sculpted one of Michael Jackson. I sculpted Michael Jackson. After I sculpted Michael Jackson, I sculpted my next sculpture with Bruce Lee with the Walker chalk. And I sculpted him.
Wait, with the what?
With the Walker chalk.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah, with the Walker chalk. That's what the stain that you fight. It's Walker chalk.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, Walker chalk. Called Walker chalk. You fight. This is what Bruce Lee used when they fight.
Okay.
And I'm planning on right now. I'm planning on donating Barack Obama, Michelle, and his family to the museum in Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, where my people from. I try to take it to the Schomburg Library, which I think is a bad thing, and I live in New York, and I'm having a problem about donating to them. I tried to donate in Chicago, the big black museum, since Obama was in Chicago. They told me I wouldn't rather than in Chicago, and I couldn't do it. So I think Detroit, I think they're going to take it.
Okay.
You know, so I'm getting ready to, I'm going to drive it over to Detroit. I got the measurement, how much it weighs, something like, maybe like 300 pounds of Obama, Michelle like 250 pounds. And the kids, just the boss, they weigh something maybe like 75, 100 pounds a piece. So they want to know the measurement, how tall it is, and I gave them all that. And I think it's going over in Detroit in their museum.
Oh, that's good.
And it's a shame that they're not going right up the street, because I live right here on 138th Street, and I got to take some way to Detroit when the people should see the gifted people that they got right here in Harlem.
Exactly.
Because most people don't know the gifted people they got in Harlem. Most people see me, they say, hey, Chief, but a lot of people don't even know I can do the things I do.
Oh, right.
So I think it's very important for it to go up to the Schomburg, not way in Detroit. And I live right across the street from the Schomburg.
Right.
So it just goes to show you, how good can be right up under your nose, and you overlook it, and it got to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I had a few people come in and ask me, they said, I think that's a shame, You got to send this way to Detroit, and you live right across the street from the Schomburg, and you donate it to them, So, hey, I guess, I'm not going to worry about it, because I know that it's going to Detroit. If I have to drive it, I told them I'd be willing to drive it there myself.
Okay.
But
this museum in Detroit, what's the name of it?
Oh, the museum in Detroit. I don't know the name of it right now. But it's a big museum, and it's a big museum. I don't know the name. I have to get the name later. I don't know the name of the museum. It's a shame I'm donating something don't know the name of the place. But I'll find out the name in the future when they go there.
Okay. Well, when you schedule to go?
Well, I'm scheduled to go there once they send me the application back, how much it weighs, how much it weighs, how tall it is, and the bus. It's just the bus. I showed you. You took a picture that not you got a chance to do so.
Right.
After the election, you got a chance to take a picture of it. But the most important thing to me is when I went to the Echota, and I couldn't believe it, because my cousin in Wisconsin, she had already did the research, and I had this research way before my son was born. He was born. I had this research about My son is 30 years old. I've been had this I'd say about 33 years now, and I didn't know I had it. If you notice right here, it's hard to see, but it's B. Lewis, Harris, Sarah, and Paula, and Maggie, and Francis. These are my ancestors here.
Oh, okay,
And I got their road number.
All right.
I got their road number.
Whoops.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm very proud because what amazing to me, when I looked in the Cherokee book, when I looked in the Cherokee book,
And it's in the book?
it's in the book. It's in the books on the Hester Road here.
Oh, okay.
In the book of the Hester Road,
Alright.
you know, Louis B. The Hester Road. They're in the book. This book called Cherokee Roots. You know,
All right.
they're in the Hester Road, and they on it.
What page is it on? People might
The
want.
page is on page 92,
92.
1883,
Ah,
Hester Road,
okay.
1883 Hester Road.
Ah,
And the next amazing thing to me, you know, I found out they on different roads. There's on the Silver Road, and they on and this right here, where the treated road, right, where it say it's the center over 16,000 Cherokee resident in Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and North Carolina to be removed to Oklahoma under the treaty of the Echola.
is that the Trail of Tears?
Yeah, this is where the Trail of Tears started, 1835. So this is where my grandfather, my great grandfather, came from, which was Louis B. You know, and see right here is the Cameron Road. It's 18. This is 1852, the Cameron Road.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it close, but it's B. Louis Paula, husband and wife. You know, so and then the most interesting thing, I had to go to the Echota after I read the book. After I read this book, and I seen the Echota because I never knew nothing about the Echota. So the Echota is something like an hour and a half out of Atlanta. It is again, 1851. 1851 on the Silver Road.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? So now, me and Miss Donnell Moham, we go to out in our we goes to the Echota Reservation. So when I went to the Echota Reservation, it was amazing because we wanted to find out this information was the truth. You know, that my people were part of the Trail of the Tears.
Oh, I see.
And it was amazing when we went there. We found out all the information. I want to see where I got it. Oh, see, I got it marked off right here.
Yeah.
See right here? This right here book was printed then.
This is
Right, this came out of the book. This is just a print out of
Cherokee
the book.
Planners.
Right,
in
this is a print
Georgia.
out of the book.
And this just came out?
No, when the book came out in 18 something.
Oh, it's been
But this is what
around.
this my people read that they listed right there.
Oh, I see what you
So we got a copy out of the book. And it was amazing. They had their record right there. And the man was amazed. He said, because most people come there. You know, a lot of people claim that they Cherokees and they this and they that. You know?
Yeah.
And
they're not really.
And they really not, you know.
Yeah.
You know, there's no proof. They might be there, but it's amazing because I got the proof.
Oh, good.
You know, I got the proof of who I am and where I come from. You know, so nobody.
I told you, my father told me I was Cherokee, but I didn't believe it.
Yeah, you didn't believe it. But my grandmother used to tell me that too.
Yeah.
And here it is again. Here it is again, right? I got another copy of them, right? Here it is again. You know? Right here.
And this
That's actually a book. That's not a book they got at the Echota Reservation.
Okay.
So we just got we ain't purchased the book yet. So the man took copies out of the book. They let us have that until we be able to purchase the book.
Okay.
So when I purchase the book, I'm gonna have the full book. But it tells you all.
Did you go down there recently? Did you go down there recently with?
Yeah, we're down there. I went down there but me making the video, I went down out there about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
About 3 weeks ago. So I want to find out all this information was really, really true about where I come from and who I am. You know? So it's amazing. It make me feel good that, you know, I'm just not making up something. That I am who I am. And I was wondering why I was thinking the way I was thinking. And, you know, the whole shabroom, but it's really into my Native America artifact or who I am. This is who I am. You know, there's not no make believe. I'm not trying to pretend I'm something I'm not. I'm really, truly a Native American of this country. I'm indigenous of this country, and I feel very proud of it. You know, and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I never seen no Indian black." So you must be black. I said, "I must be black." Don't you say how black I am? I said, "I'm very black. I'm black." I said, "But I'm not. I'm not an African. I'm a Native. I'm an indigenous of this country." I said, "I got proof." I said, "I sit there. If you can show it, if I can have proof, if I got proof of who I am, you know. So I am who I am, and I got documented proof that who I am. I got all the records here, and I got everything that I need. Not saying I'm going around trying to prove nothing to nobody, because I know I always feel proud about myself, you know. And I was always like, you know, Native Americans, most of us, we good with our hands, you know? And even down to the school, the guy was saying that I never seen a guy constructor so fast like me, because it's in my gene, it's in my makeup. And the way I understand it, my grandmother told me when I was small that, which we ain't found her side, just my mother's side, that her father wore 2 long braids, right? And he was a very good, he used to sit on the porch and carve. So I could have got it from him, I could have got it from my other side that I know about here, or whatever side I got it from, I have it. You know, the Creator blessed me to be able to be good as a good carpenter, a good painter, a good sculptor, and I'm a good poet. You know, and ain't no telling what else I got that I ain't tapped into of my nature that the Creator done gave it to. But I always give thanks to the Creator, because I knew if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't have none of this here. And with Him, they guide me back to who I really am, you know, and I feel thankful for this here, you know. I really feel good that, you know, it's the best feeling it is when you know who you are. You're not just sitting about. Most people just say, oh no, my grandmother wore. But what about you? Everybody, oh, my grandmother, she had hair way down there. You know, my grandmother, in her hair wasn't way down there. I mean, she had hair, but it wasn't way down there. I mean, what about you? Nobody asked me. They say, oh, you any? I never tell them about my grandmother wore. Even though she was, oh, my grandmother wore. They always put the blame on somebody you can't see. What about you? People look at me, ask me, are you Native American? I say, yeah, I'm Native American. You know, they say, what kind? I say, little boy, Montauk and a Cherokee. You know, I know that for a fact. And I got very, my father came from a place called Twiggs County, sits in Silver, Georgia. There's a platinum city in Georgia, and they own all kind of land. That's where the banks, my name Banks, come in there. Banks, and my grandfather, he owned a lot of land. And we understand that they took his life because he was a very wealthy man. He got a life down there. That's the record that we got. And I don't know whether it was jealous or what, you know. I know people can be very jealous and very jealous, very jealous. So the Ashley part is where B. Lewis come from. That's my grandmother. My grandmother married the Banks, and we found out, we visited the grave site, and we see it, and they built a big, brand new church, and it sits in the center of Georgia, which is called Twiggs County. This platinum sits in the center of Georgia, and they got my name on it. And old man Lewis, old man Pex, on my grandmother's side, he took and moved to, left Twiggs County and went to Cleveland and made his own family. But he really was an Ashland. He really was Ashland, right? And they claim he was white, you know. But my family is all mixed up. You know, like some of us look white, some of us look jet black, some of us brown, some of us in my family, we come all complexion. You know, but due to the fact we all come from the same ancestors. Because like I say, how they come in about old man B. Lewis that I just showed you in the book, he was European, he got with my great grandmother and had kids, so they had half-breed kids, and them the one they made go out to Oklahoma to trail a tip.